Hello, hello. Hello, everyone. Welcome. I think my volume is maybe a bit too loud. I don't know. Hello. Welcome to the Leopold Morpho channel. That's me. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are having a nice festive end of the year. And I wish you all a new year in advance. This will be my last stream of the year, mostly because, like I said, I did mention that there would be one, so I'm doing it. I'm making it happen. Today we're playing Kirby Air Ride for our little end of the year stream. I was actually going to play something else, but things kind of happened. Pet the kitty. EA. I couldn't think of anything more end of the year. I don't know. I thought maybe a party hat or something, but that doesn't fit that well with like my aesthetic maybe. Why is the chat not showing up on stream? Hopefully it appears soon. Let me try to refresh that. Oh, it's turned off. Duh. That might explain why. Okay, I turned it on now. Hopefully it's gonna show up. But anyway. Yes, as a matter of fact, I was gonna be playing something else today. But as you can maybe tell from like, let's just do city trial for now. As you can maybe tell from like the way I sound. Why am I player 2? I don't know why my controller's connected this player 2. Can I change the color? Yeah. It's obviously, I mean, obviously it's for that that port priority, you know, because I'm very competitive. I'm a very competitive Kirby Air Ride player. I was at those competitions that they definitely had for this game. If you look hard enough, you're gonna find me there. But yeah, I was gonna play something else. I was gonna play a nice Steam game that I had gotten recently that I did not really have time to practice, and that's why I'm not playing that one. Because if you can't really tell, I imagine maybe some of you can tell, I'm sick again. I'm a little sick. I'm not too bad or anything, but I don't know. You can probably tell that I'm not like... I don't sound maybe the same. I don't know. In my head, it's pretty obvious, but maybe it's because I'm the one that's sick. So yeah, I guess 2024 just could not end without some other thing happening. Which is, I guess, what we're gonna talk about today, you know. I said that there would be like a stream at the end of the year. I said there would be another one, and you know, we would just kind of talk about the year that passed, and I'm gonna talk about some of the things that I'm planning on doing for next year. It's nothing too exciting so far, because I haven't really had much of an opportunity to think of different things to do, but you know, still, I hope you guys will enjoy just kind of hanging out in a bit more of a kind of more chill way today, I guess. It's probably not gonna be a very long stream, by the way. But yeah, how are you guys doing? How is your end of the year going? It's going okay over here, aside from, you know, me getting sick again. And my cat yelling at the door. They're yelling because it's like time for them to go on their walk. But they can wait a little bit. It's way too sunny outside, actually. But, yeah. Oh, hello. Goodbye. How do I even start? Like, I guess mostly I've been busy, like, with real life stuff. Like, the family that was visiting is still around. Though I guess I wasn't really, like, planning on streaming too much at this period of the year anyway. So, it's not like how do I say? It's not like I didn't stream the past few days, like, because something happened or because I was sick. I mean, part of it was that, but also just I just haven't really planned on doing that. I don't really have like any games prepared or anything. But yeah, hopefully you guys are doing fine without me. I know it's difficult, but you know, I trust you. I trust you're gonna live through that. But yeah, 2024, it sure was a year, wasn't it? I mean, I think I had like some good streams. I think I had like a good time doing some of the streaming stuff, and I also started to take like the drawing a bit more seriously, which I'm excited about. I do hope I will get a bit faster. I'm still trying out different things. You know, different styles, and like kind of trying to, you know, debate with myself and see really like what works for me and what doesn't, what is something that I can spend like a long amount of time working on, and like things that are maybe like a bit less serious or a bit less what's the word I could use, maybe a bit less fancy, that I can maybe work on for like a lower period of time. So that's something that I guess it's been enjoyable. It just feels enjoyable to actually draw something that I look at and I'm like, oh, I'm happy with this. That drawing is still not done, by the way, but I'm not rushing it. It's fine. It'll be done when it's done, and I hope you guys will enjoy it when it is. But yeah, I don't know, I thought it was interesting. I never really sat down to draw for like, oh hello, I don't think I can complete it, but I never really sat down to draw for like 2 extended periods of time before. Not nearly as long as I have right now, so that was interesting. But this one is just actually turning out good, and you know, you gotta start to somewhere with those. But I don't know, besides that, oh, it's already over. I guess 5 minutes is not that long of a drag race. Okay. I don't know that I'm gonna win this, but I guess besides that, just generally speaking, not in like a... yeah, I'm not gonna win this. Not really in like a kind of, you know, feeling sorry for myself kind of way or anything, because that is not really my intention right now. But this year was I don't know, it was kind of rough. Honestly, truthfully speaking, even this stream is like kind of not really going the way I like planned a few days ago, but you know, stuff kind of happened. Hello, welcome. Let's do another one of that. I don't know. Yeah, sure, let's do another one. So originally I planned on like playing this one Steam game that I got recently, and I thought that was gonna be fun. It was gonna be like short and sweet, but I don't really want to play that. It's like a shooter. It's like a bullet hell kind of game, but I don't really want to play that without practice because my Toho 7 stream was like embarrassing enough for me. But I didn't really have time to like actually sit down and focus on learning that game, so Then I was like asking Void if he wanted to play Super Mario World with me. And I thought that could be fun, but Void has been busy at the end of the year. I guess it doesn't matter the period of the year, he's always busy doing something or another. And I understand. Like, I don't really blame him, although it does frustrate me a bit. But it doesn't matter in the end because I ended up getting kind of sick. But that might be an idea that we might come back to next year. I don't think it's too... unlikely for that to happen, where we just kind of take turns. I don't think we're gonna play like the two-player mode. I never played the two-player mode in Mario World. I don't even know how that goes. I know that there is one. But we're probably just gonna play like as one character and just kind of take turns on the stages or something. I don't know. I guess we can figure something out by the time that happens. But you can leave suggestions if you want, like here or on the Discord. The Discord actually grew quite a bit this year, and I'm very happy about that. I think we had like some 3 members at the end of last year, and I think now we're at like 16 or so. So I'm very happy about that. It might not be like I might not be like the most you know, conversationalist kind of person, but you know, we're working on it, and I do enjoy hanging out with people and like just talking to them and stuff and being goofy. There's some things I can't do on stream that I can just like be dumb with over there, and that's enjoyable. So thank you for that to everyone that joined, and even if you didn't, like, thank you anyway. And yeah, it was a I don't know. It was a year, that's for sure. If you've been around like since the beginning of the year, you would probably know that quite a few things happened this year that impacted like the amount of streams that I wanted to do, and that's a little unfortunate, but I suppose it's just like that sometimes, you know, it's just how life goes sometimes. None of those things are necessarily like the little microphone breakdown I had that you know, I've already dealt with. I think it sounds nicer. At least I can watch the streams back now and not feel like there's settings that I could tweak to make it sound too much nicer than it already is. So I'm happy with that. But yeah, whether we're talking about the beginning of the year where, you know, a bunch of stuff happened with my cat, I'm not gonna get into detail just in case, you know, it's too much of a bummer, but yeah, that really affected me back then. And you know, just me getting sick kind of constantly this year. And you know, a bunch of other events that happened that aren't necessarily like directly related to me, but they impacted like my channel regardless. Like that brief period of time where I just couldn't use the Twitter because it was just like not allowed where I am. That was very fun and enjoyable. See you flying into a crater and it looks hot. Okay, I think the stadium part is just gonna be a race. The volcano level, I forget what it's called. But yeah. Unfortunately, that does mean that, I mean, especially compared to everything I had planned last year for the stream this year, I was not really able to actually do a lot of those things. I was able to do enough of them, but yeah, I had planned a lot more for this year, but I still think that's okay, because there's gonna be other years for me to, you know, really get those things done, hopefully. And hopefully you guys will be there too. Hang out and talk about that. I know I'm umming and ahhing a lot in this one, but like I said, I am kind of sick. It's been kind of hard to like think with my head. But yeah. I still think it was enjoyable. I enjoyed actually finding a bit more of an audience this year. That was nice. To anyone that is usually here, or that might be watching the VOD, or just in general that like enjoyed the content that either I or Void produced, thank you for that. This year, even though I did not get as many subscribers as last year, which is fair, because I didn't work as much as I did last year, right? I still actually felt this year like I was actually kind of finding myself in the whole streaming thing, and how like I wanted to approach doing the streams, and you know, the types of stuff that I want to do on stream that I think people enjoy. Jesus Christ, it's going too fast. Okay, well, I won. So that's nice. I feel like I'm like on the process of like kind of figuring out what I want to do. Okay, that's fine. And I don't know, that feels good. Let's just do like regular races, I guess. Yeah, that feels nice. It's been, I don't know, a bit of a worry, I guess. Like that I might not really like be able to properly figure out how I wanted to approach like streaming and that kind of stuff. But I'm actually doing okay, I think, when I'm not sick and like dizzy and can't speak very well, at least. So that was nice. And you know, interacting with the people on the Discord and stuff has also been fun. And also, like, just thank you just in general to everyone that was like very patient with me this year, because, you know, every time I wanted to work on something, you know, something would happen and I would have to stop streaming for like a while. And even down to like the Majora's Mask playthrough that I had a lot of fun with, but I feel like that playthrough took forever. I don't know, I wanted to get it done a lot faster. I wanted to get most things done a lot faster, but it is what it is. But hopefully this coming year I'll be able to like actually work on things a bit more what's the word, a bit more efficiently, I guess. So that's that. Besides that, as far as like potential content that I have planned for next year, I think I'm probably gonna do the Link to the Past playthrough that I talked about, because I guess I just cannot go without playing a Zelda game for too long. But really, it's just been something that I kind of want to play, like after doing the most recent randomizer. I just think it would be nice, and like I said, I kind of wanted to focus more on playing things that I actually wanted to play, rather than picking a game that I'm like, oh yeah, I'm sure I could beat that, and then I just get like you know, kind of burnt out on it pretty quickly, because then I feel like it's not very fun for me or for you guys. So yeah, there's that. And there's gonna be that Animal Crossing Smasher Pass that Void has insisted I do with him, and I don't think it's a bad idea. I think it's gonna be fun. So there's that. But I don't really have any like long-term plans really for anything too far beyond like the kind of beginning of the year. Yeah, I don't know. We'll find out as we go along. Maybe this year I can, in 2025, I can actually like play the Mario RPG remake that came out on the Switch. I did play and beat that by myself, but you know, like a long time ago I was playing that game on stream, and that was like the first time I was streaming. I didn't even have like my model, and I just kind of stopped. So I feel like that's still like in the list of things that I have not finished yet, that I'm just waiting to actually go back into. So maybe this year we can play that remake and I can like actually finish Mario RPG on stream. So that could be fun. But you know, besides those things, like I don't really know what could happen. Nintendo's new console might be coming out next year, so that's something to consider. I have no idea what they're even gonna release on it. Just in general, I guess we don't know much. Whatever it is, you know, I'll probably play on that at some point. I can't promise I'm gonna be like doing a launch day Nintendo Switch successor stream or something, because I don't know when I'm gonna get that. But you know, it's definitely gonna happen if they release it like in 2025. And it does make me wonder if like games like Metroid Prime 4 are gonna be like a Twilight Princess situation where they had like both the GameCube and the Wii version. If it's gonna be something like that, where upon release we're gonna have both a Switch 1 and the Switch 2 version of Prime 4, or if they're just gonna have like a, you know, it's for the Switch 1, but the Switch 2 is backwards compatible and it has like a bit more processing, so maybe the game runs a bit better or something. I don't know. I guess we don't know much about, you know, what's gonna happen with that as a whole. But I don't know. We'll see. I'm definitely gonna play something on that regardless, sooner or later. And I don't know. That's kind of about as far as I planned. I think there's definitely some stuff I want to do. I definitely want to do more art. I'm not gonna overpromise with anything that I'm gonna be doing this year. At least I'll try not to chew. Because I feel like my cat is in the background. I don't know if you can hear him. Did I win? Oh, that was it. That was 2 laps. Okay. I'm not doing very good. But I guess I'm mostly focusing on the talking. I'm gonna... My cat is distracting me and I forgot what I was gonna say. This is me trying to remember what I was gonna say. My cat, like, very aggressively yells in the background. What was I gonna say? I already forgot. Can you tell I'm kind of sick? I don't remember. If I remember, I'll talk about it, but I forgot. I genuinely kind of forgot. But yeah, here's hoping that you know, it's a good console launch, I suppose, and that we get some like nice games to play. As far as like yeah, I was talking about like art and this stuff. I'm not gonna like overpromise with like my streams or my art too much, or at least I'll try not to chew, because I feel like at the beginning of 2024, I really pushed myself to be like, I'm gonna upload a drawing every month. And then, like, by March, I was already not doing that anymore. Because things ended up happening, and I just also am not very good at keeping up with, like, kind of time-sensitive things like that. So I'm gonna try to do a bit less of that, because at the very least, you know, I'm not gonna be disappointing anyone. If I'm not able to meet a goal. That's not to say I'm not gonna be making goals for myself, but I'm gonna be a lot more lenient with them. So I hope you guys will, you know, excuse that. I do feel like I was maybe a bit hard on myself in some situations this year, and that people don't like that much, and I guess I shouldn't like that either. I still feel like I should push myself at least a little bit. But it doesn't have to be like something too aggressive. So I'm just gonna try to chill and to do things at like my own pace, and we'll see what happens. It seemed to work. I don't know how I won that. It seemed to work okay for these last few months. But I do want to stream more. That is definitely something I want to do. I want to get better real soon, so that I can stream more real fast. And yeah, but I don't know when the first stream of the year is gonna be. Please don't expect it like on the 1st of January. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but we'll see. And of course, I'm always gonna be on the Discord just to hang out and stuff. But yeah, besides that, like, I think that's about it, really. 2024, like, maybe it's because 2023, I feel like was a really good year for me. Just like personally, and also speaking about the channel, because it's like when I actually started the streaming a bit more seriously, even if I still didn't really know what I was doing. Compared to what a good year it was, 2024 was kind of painful. But I don't want to be the person that just complains about the year, because I feel like it's very easy to fall on a slippery slope where that's like all you do every year. It's like you only really think about like the bad parts, and you end up feeling like every year was awful. I don't want to be like that. But this one was kind of rough on me. But hopefully, you know, here's hoping that 2025 is gonna be a bit more, a bit less, rather, punishing of my life. But I still think it was okay. I still think I did like some fun streams, and I still think I made like some important breakthroughs about like the things that I want to do. So that's nice. And of course it did not hurt that, you know, you guys were around on the streams. You know, sometimes they had a lot of, they actually had, I think some of the streams that I did this year, like around November or something, actually had like the most people I've seen in any of them so far. And it was honestly kind of fun, just, Jesus Christ. It was honestly kind of fun just watching the chat go by kind of quickly. That's, you know, something that I guess I'm slowly like getting a bigger and bigger audience, and I'm not really in a rush, but it still makes me really happy. So thank you for everyone that you know, just kind of hung around, watched the stuff. I had a good time. I hope you guys did too. It was genuinely kind of like more fun than I thought it would be, having a bunch of like people talking at the same time. It does make me a little bit worried about how am I gonna keep up if it keeps going like that in the future, but at the same time, that's something that I'm gonna figure out when it comes to that. And I don't know, I feel like that's kind of something that people who like do live streams or just create content on the internet kind of look forward to, just generally speaking, right? It's like to get to that point, right, where you know, they're just kind of doing their thing and people are watching it and enjoying it, and you don't really have to be like super over concerned about like if what you're making is interesting or if people are engaged in it, because there's a lot of people that are just kind of hanging out and, you know, enjoying. So you are creating something engaging, even if you don't really know. But I don't really know if that is in fact how it works, because I don't have much experience on that. But I will learn more, I hope. Yeah, I don't know. I just kind of wanted to do like a very basic like end of the year, like, you know, just kind of talking about the things. I planned on it being a bit more upbeat than this, but like I said, I did get sick again. Even at the end of the year, this year just does not want me to like rest at all. But I don't, it's not like I think, you know, the moment the clock rolls over into 2025, all of my problems are gonna be fixed or something. But at the same time, it is, you know, at least a little hopeful, I guess, to leave this year behind and move into a new one. And we'll see what comes out of that. Hopefully it's something nice. But yeah, I don't really know what else to say. This is basically all I had planned. I did mention this was gonna be a bit of a short stream, but maybe half an hour is too short. I don't know. Regardless though, I guess we can do a bit of top ride, sure. I actually think top ride is kind of overlooked because, you know, City Trio is like the mode everyone wants to play. And you can't really go wrong with like just the regular races in air ride mode. But then I feel like people kind of don't pay attention to this mode that much. I think that the top ride is quite fun. It's maybe not like the most involved, but it gets so chaotic, which is enjoyable, I guess. Plus, I mean, I don't know, they're just cute. The tiny Kirbys. But yeah, definitely like the least loved mode in this game, I feel. This may be very chaotic. I guess it's because you just kind of run into power-ups without even really like realizing. Hello, excuse me. I don't think I won that, but to be honest, I'm not sure. I was the yellow Kirby, right? Oh, I did win. Okay. At some point, I genuinely lost track of myself, and I only knew I was the Kirby in the blue car. But yeah, okay. But did I just do sky or did I do grass? I don't remember. I did grass. I've never seen this game, so everything looks a bit chaotic. Well, I guess I could have like maybe explained a bit what this was instead of just immediately jumping into you know, talking about the year and the stuff. My bad. I hope you will forgive me for doing that now, but this is Kirby Air Ride. Wow. It's the only Kirby game that came out on the GameCube, unless you count like Kirby's appearance in Smash Brothers, but that's not a Kirby game. That's a Smash game. It's a racing game. Actually, this game has where am I? Jesus Christ. Actually, this game has quite the development history because it started off in the Nintendo 64. And then it never came out in that console. I think it started out as like a Kirby Bowl 64, which was like a sequel to Kirby's Dream Course from the Super Nintendo, if I understand correctly. And then eventually it turned into a racing game. And then it ended up not coming out. And then it came out on the GameCube after the very chaotic development of the GameCube Kirby game that they were working on, which I think this game uses some assets from, and it also uses music from the Kirby anime, which might just be my favorite part, because I really like the Kirby anime. But this game's development is, I guess, kind of complicated. Kirby did not have a very good time on the GameCube, I guess, which is unfortunate, because it somehow... the square, the cube shape, the console having like a lot of games with the orb somehow seems very appropriate. Hello there, kitty. This is a blast from the past. No clue how the hell the game actually played it, but I remember playing the open play part of the game. The game does have the city trial part. It also has a free run in the city trial where you can just kind of run around and do whatever you want, and they give you like all of the air ride machines. It's fun. It only has like some flowers on the map that you can look for, which I guess is kind of like a little scavenger hunt. I guess there's just not much you can do with that map, though it would be interesting. I would be interested in them revisiting the idea of a Kirby Air Ride, like maybe with more content. That would be fun. This game also had LAN play. It was like one of a few games on the GameCube. I want to say it was like 4 or 5 that actually had LAN play. But yeah, I would like them to revisit this concept. Whether they do or not, you know, I'm not gonna boycott the franchise or anything. But it would be interesting. They did recently-ish release Kirby Sweet... No, not Sweets Party. That's a board game. What's the name? Ah, gosh darn it. No! No! I'm fucked up. I fucked up real bad at the end there. They did recently release a Kirby Gourmet. What is that game called on the Switch? It's kind of like a similar concept to this. It's like a half racing game, half a battle game. That's a game that I guess I could play on stream, like for a one-off. That could be fun. I feel like people would probably want me to play online, but I can't. Currently, because I don't have the Nintendo Switch online right now, but also the connection is just not that good. But my cat is at it again. But I really enjoyed that. I enjoyed just seeing them revisit the Kirby like racing battle concept, even though it was like done in a very different way. So maybe that's something I could play. That game is very kinda heavy if you want to unlock everything though, which I guess is most of the Kirby spin-offs now that I think about it. The main games, I'm not gonna say getting 100% is easy, but at least it doesn't require that much grind. But in like the spin-offs that they release, like Kirby Fighters and the stuff, they usually put a very big emphasis on like playing over and over and over again to unlock everything. Though I feel like they've been getting a bit more lenient with that recently, so who knows? It's not my preferred way of doing it, but at the same time, I guess it's not that big of a deal. Dream Buffet, yeah, Kirby Dream Buffet. And it feels like a party game. Well, I only have a Void that I can really play with, and he does not like playing most party games with me. Which, I mean, to be fair, in the interest of fairness, let me do this city trial free run for fun. In the interest of fairness, right? I can be very antagonizing when, you know, I play multiplayer games with him. I'm not denying that, definitely. But still, it would be nice. But who knows? Maybe someday I'm gonna find like some play buddies or something. Though again, the connection would not be very helpful. Like, my problem isn't really like internet speed. It's wait. Okay, my controller was doing something weird. It's not really about the internet speed, it's actually about the ping. I'm located a bit too far away from most game servers to like properly play games online if they don't have like rollback or something, and then when they do, it's probably just annoying for the other party. And unfortunately, Nintendo's online servers are also not that great, so that doesn't help. But I guess I did have internet issues this year. That was another thing that happened that really tired me. But thankfully that's fixed now. I still don't really know what that was about. I really do feel like it was the router, because once they changed it, it seemed to go back to normal, though I don't know. There's a flower. This was like the most 3D Kirby game that we had until either a 3D Rumble or what is it called? Either 3D Rumble or Forgotten Land, depending on who you ask. I feel like maybe this could have been some kind of attempt to see how Kirby might have controlled in 3D. Like, or maybe it was just part of the code that they had written for... Like, this is pure speculation, mind you. I don't really know, but maybe this is just using part of the code that they wrote for the mainline Kirby game that was supposed to come out on the GameCube. And they were just like, okay, well, let's use that. We don't have to, like, get rid of it, so let's just use that code on, like, the racing game. I guess I could see that happening. But it is a bit less surreal now, running around a level kind of like this with Kirby. But before like Forgotten Land came out, I always thought it was like a very surreal experience running around like this in a Kirby game. An open world Kirby game is like a very weird concept that you grasp. Not that this is really an open world, but you get what I mean. So I remember playing for hours at a local game store. Those sound like some good memories, man. I never really had like the pleasure of going to like a game store and playing games that they had on display. I think at the most, and this was like before the Switch came out even, I was already an adult by then, but I still felt like a kid. We went to like the store that I usually buy my stuff at, and they actually did have like a Wii U on display with I think it was Super Mario 3D World. And at the time, I really wanted to play that game. So I just went there and just started playing on the Wii U that they had on the display. And then, like, after a while, my family came looking for me and they were like, "You said you were just gonna come in here to buy, like, this one thing and leave. What are you doing?" And I was like, "Sorry, I got distracted." I guess I can do a more city trial game. I wanna be I'm gonna be the red curb. But yeah, that was interesting. I did eventually get a Wii U. I'm playing this on that right now. After this, I was like person number 5 or 4 or even 3 that got like a Wii U after the Switch was already out. And it's not like I didn't have a Switch. I don't regret it at all. The amount of stuff I do on the Wii U is just very good for like the streaming. Because there's a lot of things I can run on it. Though I did not configure it this time too. Like a bit of a more crisp resolution. Like I said, this stream was kind of like a very spontaneous kind of event. I planned on playing many other things before I decided on Kirby. I actually only decided on Kirby Air Ride because I was like, I need something that does not have much commitment for me to play. And that I don't need to explain too much, since this is gonna be mostly just me talking about like the Jesus. About the, not about Jesus. About the year. Oh god. You just had to go and do that. Okay. A faster machine will have an advantage, I feel. I feel like that's most racing games. But yeah, you know, Air Ride just ended up kind of happening. I was looking through my games. I was like, I would like to play Kirby Air Ride. And yeah, that's what I did. But originally I planned on playing a game called Jetbuster that I got gifted on Steam, actually. Thank you very much. That is like a Toho kind of game. It's just like a bullet hell. And it's quite fun. I played a bit of it, but I did not get very far into it because I was like, I'm gonna like try to play this on stream for like the end of the year. And then I ended up not being able to focus on that. So I was like, let's maybe do something that I'm more familiar with. So I was talking to Void and I was like, would you be interested in playing Mario World with me? And we kind of take turns, because I don't want to do it by myself. And he was like, no, I'm busy. Didn't say it like that, obviously, but then I was like, okay, well, I have to figure something out then. At first I was just gonna play Animal Crossing, but it was just gonna be me terraforming again. I'm still working on my island, though it's coming together, I'd like to say. So, I don't know, maybe expect a tour of that at some point. The game store I had was a local rental store turned collector store. They had the 3 TV set up for Nintendo, Sony, and Xbox. Pay like $1 to play whatever you want for a short time. That's so interesting! I didn't even know that they would, like, oh, you know, if you give us $1, you can like pick the game that you want to play. I feel like I've never seen a system like that. Usually it's just like they have the thing on display with like the one game and you either play that or you don't. Spent way too much on that. I mean, if you had a good time, man, that's all that matters. This is the first event that I encounter. Oh, Jesus. The fire in this game looks... It looks like something, all right. It does look like fire, I suppose. Morpho doesn't like a commitment. Got it. How dare you? I am happily married. Can a person that does not like commitment be happily married? Maybe. I don't know. I'm not judging. But yeah, this is not really intended to be like a too big. I would like some weight for this, actually. Typically, I avoid the weight ups, but this thing is very slippery to me. This was not really meant to be like a very serious stream regardless, but yeah, it's gonna not be a very long one, especially because I would like to at least observe my cats a bit. Maybe let them walk around the front of the house a bit, because tomorrow is gonna be New Year's and they're not gonna be going outside because there's gonna be fireworks, like a lot of them. So they should probably like get their feet moving a bit, should they? It also really kind of sucks though, because I was actually like, I don't know that I can win this. I was actually having like a pretty good time at the end of the year. I was like, oh, finally, you know, I get that you know, just kind of enjoy some video games, do some fun streams, do like family stuff at the end of the year, and then I randomly got the hit with some type of sickness that I'm not gonna get into, but it's nothing serious, but it is annoying. And I feel like when I'm sick in some way, I don't really get like sad or anything. I just become like immensely upset. And then you couple that with like, yay, that was close. You couple that with like the fact that we have been doing like stuff with the family, so we've been going out and visiting places and having like dinner and the stuff, and yeah, it's just a bit of a pain. I just got really tired. And I'm still bothered by it, don't get me wrong. I just hope I get better soon. Ooh, it's foggy. I like that this mode just has like different weather conditions, and like you know, sometimes when you play it's day, sometimes when you play it's night, and it has like one separate song that can play on it, I think. And it's like there's no reason for any of that. They just added a flair to it for the sake of it. I feel like a lot of people that play like City Trio and this stuff are usually very focused on like beating up the opponents and getting more power-ups from that. I usually just kind of stay away from everyone and do my own thing. Maybe that's part of the reason why in Smash 3DS, when that came out, you have the Smash Run mode, which is basically this, but in Smash Brothers form. And I remember a lot of people being kind of annoyed that you couldn't interact with like the other players while you were in like the power-up collecting stage. And I don't care like at all. That is like my favorite mode in that game. I think in both Smash 4s for the 3DS and for the Wii U, I think Smash Run is like my favorite mode. Just because I don't usually like interact with people in these types of games, because I know I'm probably gonna lose most of my power-ups. Maybe that's also something that I could play. I feel like I would have fun with that, just doing like Smash Run runs. That could be fun. The mystery bird, the Dynablade, appeared. Aim for its head. His head. That's easier said than done. But yeah, that's something I could do. I mean, leave it to me to play a game that, you know, most people would consider outdated at this point. So yeah, that's something I want to do. I just like these, Did it already leave? Where'd it go? Oh, there you are. Yeah, there's no way I can hit the head with this little glide ability. But that's something I could do. That's something that I think could be fun. I don't like this machine, but it was like the only one besides the basic one that I could actually find. I don't know, there's some other stuff probably. I don't know what Void has planned. He did that poll not too long ago where, you know, we had him select from like 4 games and the people selected Dark Souls 3. Maybe he could actually play some of the other ones that didn't win. Like maybe he's gonna play Nier. I have no idea how you pronounce Automata. Maybe he's gonna play that or something else, I don't know. I'm not speaking on his behalf or anything, I'm just saying maybe he will. I'd like to see if I can assemble one of the legendary air ride machines. Maybe I can. I feel like the timer is going down so fast. But yeah, whatever it is, you know, I hope you guys will enjoy that as well. I do actually genuinely enjoy watching his streams, especially because I don't really have much of a problem in watching his VODs, because it's not me talking and I don't have to be like self-conscious of something stupid I said. Which I've been trying to do less, like, you know, that's like the magic of a live stream, right? It's just being spontaneous and maybe saying things you're gonna regret, but it was fun, it was funny. Oh Jesus. Okay, but I got one of the parts. I just need 2 more. Oh, I can't see anything. Oh god. Oh, it's like I'm playing Superman 64. That's an easy joke. Ah, turn. Would be fun watching you play Smash. I feel like it would. I feel like it would be especially fun watching me play Smash if I'm not talking about like my cat. Because that was like the game I decided to play when I did that video. I just genuinely felt like doing that video for like both to kind of explain my absence at the time and also because I wanted to like a kind of understand what I was feeling at the time. So yeah, that's maybe not like a very how do I put this in like a word, maybe not a very quote-unquote corporate friendly way, corporate friendly quote-unquote stream, or like very brand friendly stream. I don't know that I am either of those things, but you know what I mean. But I felt like it was important. But yeah, I would like to actually play Smash in a not depressing way. Not giving me Spike, I want Sword. Not Spike Needle. Whatever, same thing. Did I win? Oh my god, I actually won. I never win the like versus games. I'm gonna try again to see if I can assemble a legendary air ride machine. I'm gonna focus mostly on that. So I'm not even gonna like swap the one I'm currently riding. I think I kind of remember the places where they can appear at least. There's 2 of them. There's the Hydra and there's the Dragoon. If you play a lot of Smash, you're probably familiar with the Dragoon. It feels so anime when you complete them. Honestly, that's the best part. You just do it for the cutscene. It is extremely overpowered. I guess it's something that is maybe a bit more balanced with other players. Maybe that's actually like one of the reasons to like actively attack other players if you're playing multiplayer, like to try to get machine parts from them that you might not have. The CPUs, I don't think they can get legendary air ride machines. Or at least I've never seen it happen. So it's like Exodia law. Yeah, I guess basically you have to collect multiple parts of it and then it assembles like a big overpowered thing. See numbers on the side of a machine. That doesn't help. It probably means it's gonna be like the target, whatever. Target, fly into the target. It's worth points target. But that's not saying much. I like the events that can happen in this mode the most, I think, like the random events that can occur. The problem is that they are random, so a lot of the times nothing happens. Which is a shame. I don't know when they start the spawning. It's like after a certain time period, but I don't know what that time period is. They spawn inside of the red boxes that I typically ignore. And they spawn in like specific areas of the map. Oh, there's one. Eee. I think I did, in fact, I think that's a Hydra piece. I think I did, in fact, at some point, unless I'm misremembering, I did do a run in which I was able to assemble the two of them, where I assembled one and then I got the other. Man, the Kirby anime music just makes me want to watch the Kirby anime again. I just genuinely think it's a fun anime. It's like a good adaptation. Oh god. Oh god. I'm running out of time, but I'm breaking blue boxes instead of actually looking for the thing. Is that one of them? That could be one of them. Yeah, okay, just one more. What is this game, Mr. Space Cat? This is Kirby Air Ride for the Nintendo GameCube. It's Kirby Racing with a side of murder. Basically, I guess that's a way of describing it. Where could the last one be? I'm gonna try checking up top. Ow! Fucking rude. Is it here? Please let it be here. It's not here. Yeah, well, I can see a bit more from up here at least. I don't think that's it, but... Oh, it is! Wait, I lost one of them! I think it was when the lava dragon hit me. Oh, God. Is it still gonna be there? Yes, there it is. Okay. Anime! Yay! The Hydra. Look at the HP. Do you see how the HP has physically left the screen? Yeah. I think between the two, the Dragoon is a bit nicer just because you can fly a lot with it, but the Hydra is okay too. Both of them are good. The Dragoon is also just a lot more colorful. So you're racing, but don't follow any tracks. This doesn't make any sense. In this mode, you're kind of like trying to build up a power to compete in like a mini game at the end. That mini game is chosen randomly. Sometimes you get like a little indicator of what it might be. Sometimes you don't. Sometimes it's like a battle and you have to kill the other Kirbys. Sometimes you have to fight King DDD. I don't think I ever beat. And sometimes you just do this. This is a overkill machine for this mini game, but I don't know that 60 is gonna be good enough to win, but these other guys don't seem to have done too good. Okay, yeah, I actually won. It's like a car party game, I guess. I guess that's one way of describing it. Can I get the Dragoon? Oh, we got the different music too. I'm actually like just playing Kirby Air Ride at this point. I already talked about the year stuff. The years, I don't know what to call it. What do I call it? End of the year talk? Are you guys gonna go to the Times Square to see the balls drop? I know I won't, because I don't live in the US of A. And it would be very expensive to take a trip just to watch that. What's the deal with that ball? Like, is it like, what's the story behind it, I guess, is what I'm trying to say? Or is it just, I don't know, at some point people are like, what if we had like a ball that drops on New Year's and like that's it, that's the intent behind it. Oh, they combined the Mario Party with weirdo Mario Kart with weirdo Crash Bandicoot Team Racing. I never played the Crash Team Racing. I don't know what it's like. I'm assuming it's like Mario Kart and you race, but also I don't know. I don't know if there's probably more to it than that. But that's what I know. I like the Mario Kart the Mario Kart DS battle mode. The balloon battle mode in Mario Kart DS is my favorite because you can just do like a survival rush. It's not like a time limited. You can just play for like an endless amount of time, and it's just like whoever is the last one standing wins. The one in like the more recent Mario Party games are like limited. Mario Kart games are limited by like a time limit, and instead of like a survival thing, it's more of like a pop the other player's balloons kind of thing, and then you get points, and the person with most points wins. And I guess that makes sense for like you know, you can't just hide in a corner and wait for everyone else to die and then you like go for the kill for the last person, but it's a little less enjoyable to me. Like, I understand why they changed it, but I wish I still had the option to at least to set a time limit. Car party, Cardi. I don't live in New York City and will unfortunately not see any balls drop at midnight. That's unfortunate. I don't think I'm gonna be seeing any either. Actually, I don't even know what I'm gonna be doing for New Year's. I don't know if I'm not gonna be streaming because I feel like nobody would be watching. And also, I am sick. I need to probably take it easy, but I don't know if we're gonna have like a dinner or something at like my parents' house, or if we're just gonna have lunch the next day. I don't really know. My mom changes her mind every 5 minutes. Every time she talks to me, it's like a different thing, and then at some point I don't really know what she's talking about anymore. And then it's like, okay, but do you want to do this or that? And then sometimes she'll just be like, why can't we do both? And I'm like, Mom, I can't. I have to do stuff at home. But I guess, I mean, it's fair. You know, I guess it's only fair that family would be family on the holiday season especially. But I would like to be home for like the fireworks, because I don't know how my cats are gonna react to that. I don't know how they reacted to fireworks yet, so I want to be around. I don't know if they're gonna be scared, so I want to be around just to make sure that, you know, they're not gonna need like a hug or something. Last year, the neighbor wasn't home and we were taking care of her dog, and I just brought the dog home before the fireworks started, and she just like very politely she sat on my lap and just kind of lowered her head slightly. So you could tell like she was scared, but she was still very polite even when she was scared. So that was very cute. But yeah, it's coming. I feel like every year they end up launching fireworks for longer and longer periods of time. At some point we're gonna get to 3 a.m. and they're still gonna be doing fireworks. You're not gonna see any balls at midnight. Every day we learn more about the Morpho Sky household, the traditions. Morpho of the Morpho Sky household is not feeling too good. And they should probably avoid any extraneous or heart-pounding activities, whatever those may be. Also, you know, end of the year or not, tomorrow is the 31st. I still have to do taxes. So, I mean, that's not gonna take all day or anything, but, you know, I still have to work tomorrow. It's not like I can just lazy around all day, unfortunately. I just want to get better though. Like, I hate feeling sick. It just makes me so annoyed. But yeah, you know, if I don't do streams like too frequently when the year starts, you can always just ask me on the Discord how I'm feeling. Chances are I'm probably gonna be sick again, or still sick if I'm not streaming, but if I am okay, I'm probably gonna be streaming like stuff. Maybe Links to the Past, I don't know. Meh. We'll figure something out. But for now, that's gonna be it. I know it was a short one. Like I said, it would be a short one, and it was a weird one too. But thank you guys for hanging out either way. Even though I'm kind of sick, I still had a good time with you all this year. I do hope to stream more. I don't know if I will, but I hope to. And I hope you guys will be around for us to hang out, and you guys can laugh at me being bad at video games unless Void is here, at which point we can both laugh at Void being bad at video games or something. But yeah, thank you guys for your patience and your support this year and everything. Your patience especially. It took me a while to get things done this year. I didn't plan on that, but everyone was still very understanding. I'm very grateful for that. It's just also refreshing to know that, you know, I don't have to like be too worried that if I don't do something in like a certain period of time that people are gonna think I died or something. Like, people understand that things happen in real life, and I guess that makes sense. I'm just not very used to interacting, so I don't this is all very new to me, okay? You know, in space you couldn't hear anyone talk, so I didn't get to speak to a lot of people there. Or that's the excuse I'm gonna use anyway. Also, why is this FMV so like shaky? Anyway, I hope Void feels your needs whenever you feel good enough. I hope he does. Maybe I can get him to get me some like warm soup or something. I love that half of the race you weren't even on the track. I am not sure what happened. I'm not really sure what happened. I was not paying that much attention. I was mostly paying attention to talking, I'm gonna be honest. We all love the Space Kidder. Have a good New Year's. Thank you. I hope you guys have a really lovely New Year's. I hope you have a good time doing whatever it is that you're gonna be doing. And you know, I'm always on the Discord if you want to hang out, even if I'm not streaming, so you can do that. But you don't have to. Please don't feel pressure to do that. I talked about the Discord a lot today. But yeah, I hope you guys have a good one. I hope you guys have a pleasant time, and I hope you had a good year also. And I hope there is no fires or meteors or giant birds appearing wherever you are, like they are in this game. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. I really should go. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for the memories and the treasures. And I'll see you guys in the next year, which sounds impressive until you realize that that's like 24 hours away. Shut up, Kirby. I was gonna say bye-bye, Kirby. Come on. Okay. Bye-bye!